Today is Wednesday, July 24th. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. President Biden was seen boarding Air Force One in Delaware on Tuesday, the first time he has been seen in public since being diagnosed with COVID-19 on July 17th. The president held a mask in one hand as he gave onlookers a thumbs up and a salute before disappearing into the plane. The president is headed to Washington, D.C., where he is scheduled to make a speech to the American public on Wednesday night. Biden's personal physician, Dr. Kevin C. O'Connor, released the latest update on the president's health Monday, reporting that the president had completed his 10th dose of Paxlovid and that his symptoms have almost completely resolved. Dr. Brett Osborne, a Florida neurosurgeon who specializes in cognitive function, said this: President Biden lacks the mental sharpness required for the highest office in the land, especially amid today's current national and international crises. Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle announced on Tuesday that she was resigning her post after failing to stop an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, and Trump responded in the immediate aftermath of her decision. Cheadle's resignation came just 24 hours after lawmakers on both sides of the aisle grilled her for the series of secret security failures that led to Trump's would-be assassin attaining access to an elevated position with a clear line of sight to the stage. In addition to wounding Trump, he killed firefighter Corey Compertore and gravely injured two others. Fox News reporter Brooke Singman shared a statement from the former president shortly after Cheadle's resignation was made public, saying this: "She never gave me proper protection, so I ended up having to take a bullet for democracy." Within days, additional reports indicated that Trump had in fact been denied additional security for large events. Trump also told Singman, "I have the biggest crowds in history, and they should be treated accordingly." Big improvements have been made over the last week. A House Republican lawmaker is filing articles of impeachment against Vice President Kamala Harris on Wednesday over both her handling of the border and any knowledge she may have had of President Biden's alleged cognitive decline. Tennessee Representative Andy Ogles is accusing Harris of breaching public trust and of willfully refusing to uphold U.S. immigration law in two impeachment articles. The former article on public trust accused Harris of having knowingly misled the public people of the United States and the Congress of the United States, principally to obfuscate the physical and cognitive well-being of the President of the United States, Joe Biden. It comes as a growing number of Republican lawmakers question what Harris knew and when about Biden's mental state, after even allies observed that it had worsened over the course of the 81-year-old White House term. During her tenure as the designated border czar, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency encountered nearly 302,000 illegal aliens at the southwest border in December of 2023. This marked the highest monthly total ever recorded and represented 4 consecutive months of over 240,000 illegal alien encounters. Ogle's impeachment articles are the latest update in the House GOP's legislative offensive against Harris ever since she took up Biden's mantle on Sunday. In other news, Cardinal Burke called on Catholics to prepare for the possibility of martyrdom for remaining faithful to Christ. On July 13th, Cardinal Burke delivered a stirring homily at the World Apostolate of Fatima in Asbury, New Jersey, reminding Catholics to sacrifice for the conversion of sinners according to the message of Our Lady of Fatima. He said this: "The instruction of the Mother of God resounds in our hearts today as we live in a world which is ever more beset by the rebellion against God and His plan for our eternal salvation through the redemptive incarnation of God the Son." Cardinal Burke suggested that Catholics practice devotions such as praying the daily Holy Rosary, acts of penance and reparation, and receiving the sacraments of confession and Holy Communion. We must daily turn to Christ and embrace the white martyrdom of indifference, ridicule, and persecution. He declared, warning that some of us may even be called to give the ultimate witness of red martyrdom of death in remaining faithful to Christ and to His plan for our salvation and the salvation of the world. And today, July 24th, marks the feast day of St. Charbel Macluf, a Maronite Catholic priest, monk, and hermit who is known for working miracles both during his life and after his death. He was canonized in 1977 by Pope Paul VI, with hundreds of miracles believed to have occurred through his intercession with God, both in Lebanon and around the world. After suffering a stroke, he died on Christmas Eve of 1898. St. Charbel, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.